Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be doing a Geordie winter warmer. We're going to be putting it in our pressure barrel, taking a final hydrometer reading. This has now been in this fermenter. It stopped fermenting about a week ago, but I wanted to give it that little bit more, so it's been just under 2 weeks. I'm going to prime the barrel and I want to keep it in there for, I would say, roughly a month. Bottle some up and give it a try, I think. But first things first, let's have a little look and a smell at this, because I've been opening it to take the final gravity readings and checking it over the course of the last few days. Let's have a look. Oh, that smells beautiful. Lovely and rich smells, them are proper nice. Have a look at this, folks. Check that out. That smells absolutely beautiful. Temperature we're on is, I would say, 20 degrees. We've got a bit of light on the 18 and a bit on the 22, so let's just say 20 for that one. I like to keep them around 20 degrees. If I can get it a bit lower, then that's not a problem, but that was our temperature on this. So let me grab out a jug and a little bit of hot water. Don't want loads, just a bit. Okay, let's put that there. Now, to prime this, I'm going to be using Billington's dark brown natural unrefined cane sugar. So, and I'm also using some demerara sugar as well. It's like a 50-50 mix. Now, I have weighed this out and it'll be coming in. I mean, look at the sugar. I mean, it's really rich and clumpy. Look at it. It's not like it's an extremely fine granulated mix. That's why it's clumping together so much. Now, I'm not going to weigh this because I know what this glass will hold, so I don't need to weigh it. And I'm not going to fill it to the brim, I don't think. Just make sure there's enough. Now, because this is part of our winter type collection for Christmas, our drinks that we're doing for them, if you've never tried this sugar, this smells exactly like a Christmas pudding. It's got all them lovely rich spices in it, so it's going to be adding a bit of flavour in here, that is. So I want to get that into our hot water. Woohoo! Okay, get that in the sink. I'm going to give this a loving stir. Now look how dark that's gone. We've got to get that mixed into that water. So it's all dissolved. It's not dissolved yet. The dark brown sugar, that billing stuff, that went straight away. The demerara hasn't, it's still granulated. Okay, we'll give that a minute. So let me grab out. No, wrong drawer. I want this. Now, as you all know, I pre-sanitise everything. We've done it that many times on videos. I want to save time by not doing it in the videos. But you all know me by now, and you'll know that we are up and running when it comes to sanitising our gear. Okay, that's big enough. And that does smell really nice. Right then, now what I wanted to show, I was talking to Aussie Raw, and he was saying that maybe on the Ribena wine that we'd done, I might be getting a wrong hydrometer reading, but on my hydrometer, I mean, if you can see this, see it's a dessert wine in the red band, a table wine in the green, and then we've got the start to finish here for the beer, like the homebrew stuff. But on my dessert wine, that wine come in at 1.022, and it was right there on the band. And he was saying maybe I'd messed it up, got it wrong or something, but honestly, Ozzy, I don't think I have, mate. I mean, if I have, let me know, but I don't think I have. But let me know, man, let me know. Oh, are we filling up? We are filling up, look at that. That's right on the neck. I think I'll be better off taking a touch out of that. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, that's alright, we can live with that. Let's get the bubbles off the hydrometer and give it a little spin. Hopefully them bubbles will go down and we'll be able to give it a reading, because the original gravity was 1.048. In this we obviously had the limited edition Geordie winter warmer. We brought it up to the 21 litre mark, and in 2 weeks it's not come off that mark. It stayed exactly where it is. 500 grams of light spray malt, 500 grams of brewing sugar, and obviously that priming sugar that we put into this barrel. Right. Okay, that's all dissolved now. So I'm quite happy with that. That smells beautiful. Oh, that is lovely. I want some more. It tastes of, if you imagine a Christmas pudding with honey all over it. That is absolutely beautiful. That sugar is absolutely beautiful. That's another good one from my mum, that is, because she got me that one. Okay, so let's get the pressure valve off now. With these barrels, you've always got 2 positions. If you look at that one, it says off, and obviously it now says on. We want it in that off position, and it's also got like a little safety cap on it. So let's get that over there, make sure it's off, because we don't want anything spilling out. Right, can you still see that down there? No, you can't. Okay, all I'm going to do is pour our priming sugar in. Right, we've still got a little bit of the sugar left in there. I want all of that out. So I'm just going to let it come out at its own pace. Come on. Do you know what? I should have used the damn spoon. Because talk about on a go slow. I thought it had all dissolved, but it obviously hasn't. Okay, I'm sure it'll dissolve in that brew. Right then. For this one, we're not using the bottling one because we're obviously not bottling. So we're going to get our filter, with our little filter trap here, and as per usual, let's put this down here now. As per usual, what we will be doing is, I want that there, like so. we will be going down the side of the fermenter, roughly sticking to the top, going all the way down and leaving that sediment right at the bottom. And there she blows, folks. Right, that's pouring in there very nicely. Now, this is going to take, I would say, roughly 10 minutes to get all of this out, so I think I'm going to pause the camera and I'll take it up basically when we're near the bottom, folks, so you can have a look then. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab myself a drink, I think. Okay then, folks, we've got it down to just over the 5 litre mark, so I think I'm going to carry on videoing it from here so you can see the final bit coming out. So let's have a little slur. Okay, let's get this pumping through. Right, that's going. Okay, now I'm watching very carefully where the sediment trap is, and I want to keep it fairly at the top of this brew, so the brew's at that level, the sediment trap is just underneath it, so just got to keep an eye on this, and I will tilt it forward a little bit as and when I need to, but I think it should be quite well filtered, this one. We've had no sediment going through because I've been watching the pipe, and as it's clear you can see if it's bringing it through with the beer, and we're not bringing any through. At intervals I've stopped the siphon and give that a little mix, you know, just shake it about a little touch. So let's keep this going and we'll move it forward just that little bit. That's okay, it's just the air flowing through it, that is. Right then, we are nearly done. There's probably 3 litres left in here. It will take a few minutes. That trump in the bottom of there, it's pretty solid, that is. Sometimes it flows like a soft flowing liquid, and when you tip this up it will move down to the bottom. This ain't moving at all, and I think that's because I left it for just under the 2 weeks, and I'm glad I done that. I did that for when I first done that Sweet Nuki Brown, and that was exactly the same as this. I didn't do it with the Dark Velvet Stout and the Cooper Stout, that was only in the fermenter for a week. But I think from now on, once it ferments out after roughly 5 days to a week, I'm still going to leave it in the fermenter for an extra week, as it seems to be a more manageable brew, doing it like that, really does. And I was surprised that we didn't lose roughly half a litre, because that's what we normally lose while it's fermenting. But I don't know, might be due to the weather, humidity, I don't know. But I think we should be able to get a gravity reading as well, because all of them bubbles have nearly gone. This is almost done. And yeah, I think it's called the trube or the trump, what's left in the bottom. It's all the yeast byproducts. And that is pretty solid. That isn't moving anywhere. Once this has all gone through into our barrel, I'll show you what this looks like. I'm just trying to keep an eye on this sediment trap because I don't want to push it too far down. I want to get as much as the beer out of here as I can without any of the nasty stuff that we don't want in the beer. But it's a good job. I stopped filming when I did because I had someone at the door, and that's always fun when I'm doing stuff like this. Right, we are almost there, folks. Okay, I think we will leave it at that. Okay, let's disconnect that. Put that straight in there. Okay, that's our siphon. Let's put that in there. Let's give my hands a little swill. Give that a little rub down. Now, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put the top on this, and I'm going to put it up here on the counter, like so. That'll do us. Yeah, I mean, that is not moving. Look at that. I'll give you a little look at that. I mean, look at that. Whee! That is really thick and gloopy. Whew. Little spin around for you there, folks. Okay. Yeah, and I reckon it's because of waiting that 2 weeks and leaving it in the fermenter. So let's put that there. Now, before we seal this up, I'm going to give it a bit of a shake up, because I want them sugars mixing in here. Like I say, I have shook it before at different stages of the brew going in, but we want that sugar mixed nicely in there. Okay, there's the carbonation. Right. Now, what I generally do is with these, that little seal, I put a little bit of Vaseline in there, and it helps it seal that little bit better. Right, let's do that up. Okay, I'm going to give it 1 second burst with our CO2. That's it. And I don't know if you notice the barrel, it comes out a little touch. That's why you're only supposed to give it the 1 second burst. I mean, you can buy these with a little pressure gauge and things like that on them. This one hasn't got one. Might do that at a later stage, I don't know. Right, let's have a look at our hydrometer. And where are we? Right, so we are at 1.0. Let me get that off. So 1.014. Is it 1424? Yeah. So our final hydrometer reading, yeah, 1.014, folks. I don't think my pens are all upstairs. Bloody thing. I guess I'll have to just remember it. Let's double check. Yeah, 1.014. That's where we're at with that one. So the original gravity was 1.048. The final gravity is 1.014. So, for those of you in the know, you've probably worked out already what the alcohol content is. I don't know offhand. I've not got that far ahead with my home brewing, that I know the gravities just by working it out in my head. Ain't got a bloody clue. But this smells quite nice. Yeah, it's like a mild bitter. I wouldn't say it's very bitter in flavour. It isn't bitter whatsoever, I don't think. It's very mild in flavour, that is. Very mild. As to the secondary fermentation, the conditioning, whatever you want to call it, while it's in this pressure barrel, whether the flavour will improve, I don't know. I mean, it ain't a bad drink in all fairness, but I can see why people are using 2 cans to make this one kit to get loads and loads of flavour in there. But it ain't too bad, but it's quite mild in flavour. So, I think that is everything done. Got a bit of cleaning to do. Got to store this in a nice cool place now. Well, not too cool, but it's where I normally store all my other beers, so that'll be fine, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next episode, so bye for now.